If Pokemon Generation 10 launches like Scarlet and Violet did, Pokemon is going to have a serious problem. This isn't just another generation, this is a turning point for the entire franchise, and if they get this wrong again, fan trust might not ever recover. What's going on, everybody? I am Nintendo Nexus, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Generation 10 and how important it is for the Pokemon Company. And at the time of this video, we are just days away from Friday, February 27th, where we're hopefully going to get almost guaranteed to get to the reveal of Pokemon Generation 10. And I am so excited, and I cannot wait for these games, but I also have some concerns, and we're going to talk about it. Alright, so let's get into the first part of the video, why Gen 10 is different. So, Gen 10 isn't really just a new region, it's going to be a milestone generation because it's Pokemon's 30th anniversary, of course. It comes after some pretty big backlash with performance issues and barrenness of the open world of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it also follows experimentation in Pokemon's Legends Arceus. So the pressure for the Pokemon Company is higher than it's ever been, and I just think that the Pokemon Company is really going to have to get this right. Game Freak is going to have to get this right, and hopefully, since this is a Switch 2 exclusive, the performance issues will be solved, and there's going to be plenty of new features that are going to make up for the lack of features, I guess, and the barrenness of the open world in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and stuff like that. So I'm very hopeful, but I'm very concerned at the same time, as I've been saying. So Generation 10 is definitely very different, and fans have a lot of expectations leading up to this reveal. Alright, so now let's talk about Section 2. And I already talked about this a little bit just now, but performance and polish. This is the first of the three problems that Gen 10 is absolutely going to have to fix. So Scarlet and Violet, while they did sell incredibly well, I believe it was around 20 something million copies, they sold incredibly well, but the technical slate was impossible to ignore for these games. There were frame drops, glitches, pop-ins, and you cannot launch a 10th generation game with these same issues, and Generation 10 just absolutely has to feel finished. Not ambitious, but finished. And honestly, I take that back because I think they need to combine ambition with it feeling finished. And there absolutely has to be a lot of polish. And Legends ZA kind of suffered from this a little bit as well. I can definitely tell after getting Legends ZA just recently and playing through it that this game is definitely not as polished as fans would have liked it to be. And so I really hope that Game Freak took this extra year of developing these next generation games to absolutely give it that really awesome and nice finished polish to it. And the performance absolutely has to be fixed because no one likes performance issues. And yes, Scarlet and Violet were on the original Switch, but these are Switch 2 exclusives, and the Switch 2 is much more powerful, so I'm not as worried about the performance, but if they don't address it, it could still be a problem. Alright, so the second of the three problems is going to be open world design. So in my personal opinion, Scarlet and Violet, I mean, yes, there were plenty of sections where the open world was very empty. And that is a big problem with open world games. If you're just trying to rush a product, get it out, rush a game, get it out, that kind of thing. Oftentimes the open world can feel just barren. And that's kind of what I feel like happened a little bit with Scarlet and Violet. So I really hope that with the procedural generation kind of stuff with Generation 10 and all that there will be no barrenness in this open world, and that they really will take their time with the open world concept and really polish it and make it great. And that goes back to the polish we were talking about earlier. So I really hope that Generation 10 will include an open world, but that it'll be very polished. And another example is Legend Arceus had smaller areas, but they felt more intentional. So Arceus was a kind of a little bit open world game, but not in the sense that Generation 10 and Generation 9 are probably going to be. So the Game Freak really just needs to put a bunch of polish into this open world. Alright, so the final problem that I'm going to address is fan trust. There's been a lot of controversy with the national dex among fans, feature cuts, online instability, and people that still love. So yeah, people still love Pokemon, but they're more skeptical now, and that's kind of the problem. So the Game Freak with Generation 10 really needs to fix their fan trust by just making this an absolutely incredibly amazing game all around. And they cannot cut corners anywhere, because if they do, I mean, and especially if they do it a lot, fans are their trust is just gonna be ruined with the Pokemon Company, and at least in the game side of things. So we really don't want that to happen. I don't really want that to happen, and I really hope that Generation 10 is going to just be an epic set of games. Alright, and here's section 5, what Gen 10 needs to do. So they definitely already have shown this, that it's going to have a longer development cycle, and it's going to be announced in a few days, so yeah, that's already given. Better optimization, they need to do that for Switch 2. Meaningful post-game, real difficulty options, improved online, more expressive towns, strong art direction, and Gen 10 doesn't need 150 new Pokemon. It needs refinement. That's the thing that's going to make or break these games. Alright, and for section 6, here's my bold prediction. I think Gen 10 is going to be marketed as a new era for Pokemon, and I'm really hoping that they actually do this. So basically, they are going to really just turn up the dial and keep cranking it even though the dial falls off, if that makes any sense. So I'm really hopeful for Generation 10. And for the conclusion of this video, Gen 10 is definitely Pokemon's most important generation release since the jump to 3D, and it can either reset expectations or confirm people's fears, and this upcoming presents might tell us which direction they're going. And if Gen 10 launches in 2026, what do you guys think? Have they had enough time? And make sure you guys comment down below what your guys' thoughts are on all of this. And I will also be making a video after Generation 10 releases, and I absolutely cannot wait. So make sure to watch that Pokemon Presents, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.